Hello there, Crosspoint family. How we doing today? Hope you're knowing the presence of the Lord and things are going well for you. I was reading in my devotions this morning. I've been reading through Paul's letter to the Corinthians, First and Second Corinthians, and this morning, I read that passage where Paul says that our troubles are just small and temporary. And as I read that, I thought, well, Paul, sometimes they seem pretty big and seem to last forever. It does seem that way. But when we fix our eyes on Jesus, even in the midst of the worst struggle, even in the midst of the longest painful time of our life, we can still know the hope of Christ. And so my prayer for you today is that however good or difficult life may be today, that you will find the time to fix your eyes on Him and know the hope that is in Jesus our Savior. I want to give you a few announcements today. So many good things happening in the life of our fellowship. I announced to you on Sunday that our church board voted unanimously to purchase the property at 27801 Nanticoke Road. And again, the vision for this property is to turn the house that is located on it into a 3 or 4 bedroom apartment to become a rest cottage, we're calling it, which is old language, but I like it. A rest cottage for women in crisis pregnancy situations. Our congregation has been blessed to be able to help several women over the last few years in those types of situations. And in almost every one of them, if there would have been a place where we could take them out of that home and put them somewhere, it would have been just a marvelous blessing. And so that's the first phase. First phase, purchase the property. Second phase, begin to transform that home into a rest cottage. Third phase would be to build a ministry center, which could house all of our Heal the City ministries and enable us to expand those and offer services to our community. It's a huge vision, and it will take place over a number of years. Probably the first 18 months or so after we purchase the property, if you vote to purchase the property, will be spent developing a master plan and beginning to think about what on this property would take place and what would be built on that property, and then begin to hire architects to tell us what can be done with the house and what the ministry center could like and the expenses of all that. And so it's a long vision, but it begins with this step, and I'm excited about it. So with that said, many of you have contacted me and said, please, I'd like to go see it. And I've taken dozens and dozens of you on a trip over there. But I want to offer this Sunday, February 2nd, I can't believe it's February already, but this Sunday, February 2nd, and on Sunday, February the 9th, right after church, we're going to have the church vans pulled up right over here outside my office here to load up anybody that wants to go over and just see the property. We'll go over, it won't take long, and we'll walk you just around the property. You can kind of see it very quickly. We'll go in the house and show you around, and then we'll take a brief moment to pray for it and then get you back over here. The reason we're going to take the vans is it's hard. If a number of you want to go over, it gets difficult in that driveway to get in and out, especially with busy Nanticoke Road. And so we'll drive the vans over. You could also walk over. You will have to either go over a fence or walk out onto the Nanticoke Road, and be careful about that, but you would have to be on it for just a little bit before you can walk up the driveway. But this Sunday, February 2nd, next Sunday, February 9th, we want to just give you the possibility, the opportunity to go over, take a little tour, and say a little prayer, and just along with the rest of us, catch the vision of what we believe God is asking us to do and providing us the opportunity to do in the years ahead. And it will be years of work down the road. Hey, one of the other things is, man, the Lord is blessing our church with more babies. Isn't that exciting? And I'll tell you something, the nursery is already busting at the seams, and we need some more nursery workers. Would you please consider working in the nursery? Just see Pastor Tom or Pastor Erica about that and get signed up. We would love to have a few extra people in there. We're honestly to a point we need to split it into 2 separate nurseries, and what a wonderful problem to have. But to do that, we need extra workers to support those 2 locations. And so we need you to step up. We've got babies on the way, and who knows how many more announcements there may be here coming up. So get signed up. Pray about it. I mean, we want to take care of the littlest and most vulnerable of our congregation. And so I want to encourage you to think about doing that. Pray about it. Contact the church office or Pastor Tom or Pastor Erica. Again, this Sunday, we're going to continue the sermon series on Against the Stream. And we're going to be talking about the precious and magnificent promises of God. And I hope the sermon is challenging you, encouraging you, and calling us all to be more like Christ in these days. God bless you. Do something to heal the city. Let's do it together.